You're about the eighth one that everybody hates. All right, here we go. All right, the next one. What shape is this thing going to be?
Circle.
That's going to be a circle. It's going to be a circle. I'll make a quick grid. The center of this circle is going to be at -1, 3, and the radius is at 4, square root of 16. So I'll plot the point -1, 1, 2, 3. There's my center, and I showed you guys to go left, right, up, and down 4 spaces, and that would help you make a circle. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess that circle will do. Could we get that one now? We're good on this? Can I erase it?
How do you get the 4? How do you get the 4 radius? How do you get the radius 4? You square root the 16. Oh.
We're good?
Yeah.
All right, so far everybody's got 2 out of 2 on this thing.
Yes. Definitely, yeah, definitely.
I'm going to simplify the expression. I guess I should change that to the expression. There's nothing to simplify with this one on the left. That one's not much to do with it. A couple of ways we can go about this, but following your rules, power to a power, what do I do with the exponents?
Multiply.
That becomes x to the -6, y to the -15. Now I am multiplying all these. This isn't distribution. This isn't FOIL, anything like that, because there's no plus or minus signs in here. So I'm going to multiply my like terms. X to the 4th times x to the -6 would be x to the -2nd, because now I add the exponents. Add the exponents. Now I have to get rid of those negatives. Bring them down to below. X to the 2nd, y to the 7th. All right, can I erase that one?
What if one of those was positive? How
It would
you
stay on top.
Oh, okay. And you wouldn't have the one there?
You'd have that one over there. So if this were negative and that were positive, I'd have x to the 2nd on top.
Okay.
Can I erase it? Okay. The formula for the money growth. Future value equaled initial value times 1 plus or minus the rate to the time power. The initial value of the car was $15,000. 1 minus, because we're depreciating the value of the car, turn this to a percentage, becomes 0.121 for 7 years. This simplifies one more step. And so to fully simplify the expression here, equal to FE makes an equation 0.879 to the 7th. This would be your simplified equation representing the value.
So you don't even have to solve it.
No, just give me the equation, because I have to give you some special calculators to do that. I'm not all that interested in that. Okay, we're good so far? Everybody's got 4 out of 4? Number 5 here, square root of 50 plus square root of 32. All right, 50 breaks down. Prime factorization of 5 times 5 times 2. Square root of 5 times square root of 5 is 5. Square root of 2. Now the square root of 32 becomes 2, 4, 8, 16, 32. Those make 2. Those make a 2. Everything's multiplied.
Could you also do 4, 4, 2 or not? Right, 16 times 2. Is that 32?
Yes, you can do that. And the reason I show it this way is it guarantees if you follow the process, you'll get the lowest result.
Got it.
All right, so equals 9 root of 2. We're still good, I hope. Can I erase this one? Erase these? All right, number 6. Give the equation of a parabola in vertex graphing form. The equation of a vertex is given, or give me, an equation of a parabola, the generic form, given the vertex, where the vertex is at HK. I've been given a vertex and 2 points. I need to find A, H, and K. Y is going to equal A times X minus -6 quantity squared plus 5. That double negative makes a positive. We're good. I need to find a value for A. All I need are values for X and Y. Do I have any? Got my choice. I could use the 0, 0 and the -12, 0. They'll both get me the same place. So, which one do you think we should use? Good, the 0, 0. Instead of Y, instead of X, I put zeros. I'm going to take the 5 from both sides because now I'm solving to find out what A is. And 0 plus 6 squared is 36 times A. That's what all this is. Divide both sides by 36. Those cancel. And A equals -5, 36. Therefore, my equation would be right here.
What did you do with the O plus? Oh, you solved that number.
0 plus 6 is 6 squared is 36. I guess I could make this A a little bit sharper. All right, we're good on this one. Can I erase it?
Yeah.
Protest there. Well, I can do our trig. This is the dreaded one here, but right now for this one, right triangle, right angle at B, ABC, AC is 15, AB is 9. I'm trying to find angle C. I'll put a question mark. We're trying to find that angle. I have the hypotenuse. I have the opposite. So what trig function will I use? The sine of angle C equals the opposite over the hypotenuse. This would reduce to 6/10. So, anybody got a trig table on them?
Did you divide 9 by 15?
Yep. That reduces to that. Anybody got a trig table handy?
Wait.
Cassie's going to come through for us. You go to the sine column and you slide down the sine column till you get as close as you can to 6/10.
37.
About 37 degrees. So the sine inverse of 6/10 is angle C. That is sliding down the sine column to find out angle C is 37 degrees. All right, people, number 8 is the most dreaded one. We're going to find the distance from that given point to the line that's given. I'm going to make a very big graph here. It's one of those cases where I think size is going to matter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, the point 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There is my point, 4, 5. And my line, 2x plus 3, start at 3, count up 2 over 1. There's the line, y equals 2x plus 3. I want to find the distance from this point to the line, and it has to be a perpendicular. I need that point right there. I need the point where we cross. The red and the black. I don't know what that point is, but I could find it if I had an equation for this red line now. I don't think I'm doing a very good job drawing the line, but I need an equation for this red line. I know that they're perpendicular, so the slope of this red line is negative 1/2, opposite reciprocal. Perpendicular lines have opposite reciprocal slopes. It's possible that you might be able to find the y-intercept from your graph, but y equals negative 1/2 x plus b. I'm going to put in a value for x and y and find my y-intercept for this line right here. And that value of x and y will have to be the 4, 5, the only one I know of. 5 equals negative 1/2 times 4 plus b. 5 equals negative 2 plus b. Add 2 to both sides. b is 7. The equation of this red line that I drew is y equals negative 1/2 x plus 7. All right, to find their crossing point right here. To find this point is to set these two equations equal and see where they cross. Where does negative 1/2 x plus 7 equal 2x plus 3? I'm going to solve that equation. I think most of you could do that. I'm going to multiply everybody by 2 to get rid of the fraction. The 2's cancel, leaving negative x. 2 times 7, 2 times 2x, 2 times 3. I'm going to collect all my letters to one side, all my numbers to the other. That's 14, not 17. That gives me 8 equal to 5x, divide both sides by 5. And the x coordinate is going to be 1 6/10 when I simplify that. The x coordinate is 1 6/10. Substitute that back into one of the two equations. I'll find y. Y is going to equal 2 times 1 6/10 plus 3. Y is going to equal 3 2/10 plus 3. Y is equal to 6 2/10. I have found the coordinates of that point. All that, I still have another step to go. But what have I done so far? I drew the picture. I located the point. I recognize I need a perpendicular from this point to this line. I need that intersection point. So I found the equation of the red line by using the fact that since they're perpendicular lines, the slopes are opposite reciprocals. Substituting the point, I found the y-intercept, set the equations equal, solve for x and y. Now I am actually ready to solve the problem. I want to find the red hypotenuse here. I'm going to draw this thing again bigger over here. This is the point 1 6/10, 6 2/10, and this is the point 4, 5. The distance between these two is the difference between my y coordinates. That in this case is 1 2/10. 6.4, 6.2 and 5 differ by 1 2/10. That's their difference. The difference between this point and this point is the difference between 1 6/10 and 4. 2 4/10. So, use the Pythagorean theorem. 1 2/10 squared plus 2 4/10 squared equals c squared. 1 4/400 plus 4 7600 equals c squared. This becomes 6 2/10 equals c squared. I am racing through this fast, but that would be the distance that I was after the whole time. Good problem. Look at all the stuff you have to do. Find equations, solve the equations. Be my guest. It's a work of art, isn't it?
Yeah.
But you had to prove a lot of skills to do that one.
Wow. I can really. Okay.
I think we've had this problem now on 2 quizzes, a couple of assignments. Okay, write a possible exponential function. I'll leave that over there for a few minutes. A possible exponential function for y equals a b to the x. All right, so I'm going to substitute my points. I've got the point 0, 3. 3 for y equals a times b to the 0. Is that a major clue about what something is? That's telling me that a is 3. I'm going to use that fact. Y is going to equal 3 times b to the x. But instead of xy, I'm going to substitute the other point. 48 equals 3 times b to the second. We can solve that black equation right here, can't we? Divide both sides by 3. 48 divides 3 is 16 times b squared. Root both sides. And 4 equals b. Therefore, my equation would equal 3 times 4 to the x. It was a quest of using the 2 points that were given to me to find a and b.
I was able to convince Bar that I didn't have to go to warm up, so I can really do.
Thank you.
See?
Good, thank you. All right, people, this one here, to factor it completely. Each of these terms can divide by 2. They can also divide by x. If I divide each of these by 2x, I get x squared minus 16. X squared minus 16 is a difference of squares. It factors to x minus 4, x plus 4. That would be your fully factored form right there. That was an athletic feat. You ever think you ever had to do a workout, stretch out before you did math?
Yeah.
Where'd you leave for?
What's the bathroom?
This isn't the time to go to the bathroom.
Lunchtime.
Which one do I have to go to now for you?